Wait. Shout out my boy Josh.
Future.
Wait. Shout out my boy Josh. The sneaker rivalry of AJ Dybantsa and Darryn Peterson. Oh my goodness. First of all, if you watch the Summer League game, this is what the NBA needed. The NBA need niggas that care about basketball. These are two niggas that loves basketball. Darryn Peterson don't show it as much, but he loves basketball just like AJ. AJ show it. We need niggas that's corny about basketball. We need corny basketball hooper ass niggas. I'm telling you, bro, when you have corny hoopers, it does something to the brand. It makes it feel like a whole new world. And Nike, y'all gave him some crazy
And I
shit
think
too.
I'm the future,
I like it.
says AJ
I like
Dybantsa.
it.
Hence why he's the face of
AJ,
Nike's GT Future line.
Nike,
it's
I
a
like
step
where you
in the
headed.
direction of what
Thinking
the
out of the box.
2026
I love to
NBA
see
Draft's #1 pick to the Washington Wizards hopes is a signature shoe with the swoosh someday. A company that has already created his logo after
Fire,
a
too.
long-standing partnership that began in high school. Dybantsa has
That
never
nigga look
lacked for
like City and
confidence
Soko right
and
there.
truly believes he's about to take the league by storm, something he's done at every level of the game so far. The
Yeah.
guy drafted right behind him thinks the same. I'm a Kobe guy, says Darryn Peterson at his
We can
introductory
tell.
press conference as the number
I think it's mighty crazy. I ain't even hating on DP too. I fuck with DP. I like his game actually. This nigga is the nigga got a tattoo of Kobe, and I have not seen a nigga a soul hate or say anything about that motherfucker. But Tatum put on a Laker uniform, and everybody gets on my nigga Tatum. I don't like the hate. I don't know if that's more about DP or Tatum hate. I'm just saying. My boy Tatum gets a
two
lot
pick
of
to the
hate
Utah
for that.
Jazz. And like young Kobe, Peterson
lot.
has inked a deal with Adidas after a long-standing partnership of his own that dates back to high school. But unlike Kobe, Peterson signed a landmark deal with the brand with the 3 stripes, ranking among the top 5
hard.
richest rookie shoe contracts ever, according to one of
Damn.
the sneaker reporter goats, Nick DiPaola. Lacking for confidence isn't something congruent with Peterson either, as the man truly believes he should have been the top pick in the draft and is ready to prove why Washington made a mistake by passing
These
on
niggas
him.
gonna
It's
bring back the mid-range
Dybantsa
game,
versus
too.
Peterson.
I'm so
The two
glad.
have known and competed against each other for years
So
before
tired
they
of
even
seeing
squared
niggas
off
just
for the
chuck
first
up
time as
threes all
pros to
goddamn
kick
day.
off prime time in Vegas at the NBA Summer League. The two men that shared this photo together on draft night are on a collision course because they both
I really want to know how they NBA career gonna go, because if I don't know about the advanced analytics, but these two niggas do not play to the analytics at all, especially AJ. I feel like the analytics don't fuck with AJ like that, cause this nigga will shoot a fadeaway mid range. That's what I'm start calling him name, fadeaway, a fadeaway mid range. This nigga will do it too. He will shoot a mid range for no reason. He will shoot a damn deep 2 if he got to. DP will shoot a deep 2. So I want to see how their career go.
believe that they're the future of the league. And you know what? Maybe they both are, but one will inevitably have the edge throughout their careers. And the same is true in the sneaker market. This is the future Nike versus Adidas rivalry, and the question is, which player and brand will come out on top?
Tired.
That's exactly what we're diving into today. This is Topic Tackle. Let's go.
Shout out my boy Josh, man.
All right, let's pause for a quick shout out to the sponsor of this video, Factor. It's summertime and your schedule
Shout out to
is full.
Factor, man. Y'all be making all them good meals, man. I love all the meals, man. Shout out to eating. Shout out to eating food, bro.
To fully understand the level of investment from Nike and Adidas into Dybantsa and Peterson respectively, we gotta start by looking back at the extensive histories between brand and player. And while each of these dudes chose to sign with a different industry giant, the emergence of name, image, and likeness,
We know who
NIL
really gonna
deals,
have the best one, though.
where athletes
It's
can
called-
profit
his
at a
name
young
is
age,
LeBron
unites
Flamon.
the two. AJ Dybantsa
Puma.
was one of the first high school athletes to sign such a deal with Nike as a high school junior in 2024.
When they
Dang.
came to me and the people I know,
Yo,
and
that
Nike,
picture
my
look
favorite
crazy.
players, KD, Kobe,
nigga look
LeBron, that's
like
kind of like a
a
no-brainer.
straight
It was like, I gotta go with him.
It means
NBA
everything, Dybantsa said.
talent already.
They've been with me since day one. It's been a great partnership, and we're looking forward to keep building for the long term. And the swoosh had good reason to pursue a deal with him early on.
ESPN ranked me at number one at ninth grade. I was like 14. I ain't dropped, so I don't plan on dropping the gym.
Right.
Not only was Dybantsa the top-rated prospect
Bro,
as a
I love
prep
to
player
see
and
it,
has
bro.
since
He
held
was
that position in
confident,
his
bro.
class, but he and his father Ace have
what a
been
nigga
steadily
need,
assembling an off-court business empire that plays right into AJ's partnership with
ball,
Nike.
rich
From
Paul.
the
I
EYBL
see the
spring and
play.
summer circuit to the EYBL Scholastic League during the winter, Dybantsa was locked in with the swoosh throughout his high school days.
Yeah.
And although his NIL deal with Nike reportedly expired in June 2025, attending BYU, a Nike school, and getting hooked up with all the rare PEs from the brand definitely helped in his decision to sign a professional contract with the swoosh on April 29th, 2026. As far as the details of the contract goes,
just
the
made that
best
play.
info we have from front office
kept a
sports
hometown
is he's
kid,
sticking with the swoosh under a multi-year deal, financial
ain't even a
terms for
hometown
which
kid, but he
are
damn
not
near
being
is, bro.
disclosed. Well, for the man who's carried the nickname Starboy from a young age, just imagine a number with a good amount of zeros, and his contract is
That's his nickname,
likely
Starboy?
somewhere in that ballpark. And with his professional contract with
That
Nike
makes sense
came
for the
his
logo now. I
signature
didn't know that was his
logo
nickname.
as well. I've always dealt with pressure ever since I was younger. In creating my new logo, Nike and I like the metaphor of pressure forming diamonds and at the same time forming a star with my initials.
But when I got to the signatures and everybody started for the signatures, I signed my name with a star with the J. So I kind of asked Nike, like, yo, how can we put it in to perspective? But if you look at it, every single one of the points of the star is
That
an
is
AJ
kinda
and a
crazy,
D,
though.
which is my initials.
That's
So
hard.
Cause you know what, man? And sometimes I gotta apologize to Nike, cause sometimes I'll be on their ass, but like, you really have to make a whole different logo about AJ Dybantsa, right? But at the same time, you got John Morant with these same initials just flipped. So of course you gonna be like, damn, how the fuck do we separate these two niggas? And just try to like, hey, this ain't got nothing to do with Ja, and make AJ Dybantsa brand. Like, Nike, y'all doing a good job, man. Sometimes I'll be on y'all ass, but I'm gonna be honest, y'all got it's some thinking into it. It's some real
it's on my
thinking
hat.
into it.
So no matter how you spin it,
You
it'll
know.
be AJ or D. So I kind of did it for
With
like.
that being said, it
you
kinda
said
do look
courtside, you
like,
see it on the shoe.
Ja Morant
Oh, you see
shit
it.
a
But if
little
you,
bit, but-
all the way in the bleachers, you'll still be able to see it. So I thought it was pretty creative. Shout out to Nike for sure.
Dybantsa also
I
isn't
like it, though. I
satisfied
like it.
with
I
the
like it. I
exclusive
like
PEs either. A signature shoe is the goal. When I signed with Nike, I started thinking it would be cool to get my own shoe because Nike would always send me different Kobe's or Ja's or KD's. So it was like, I'm wearing all these other players' shoes. What if I could get my own? And other players wore mine. The anti-Jalen Brunson effect.
Ooh, okay. Who's the last NBA prospect that came out of high school? Not came out of high school. Came out of wherever they came from. Got in the draft. Got drafted and had their signature shoe the first day. I think it's only Bron, right? Bron. I'm forgetting somebody. Did Kyrie get his first year? I don't think so. I don't think Kyrie got his signature shoe first year. I don't think KD, maybe KD, I don't know. That's way before my time, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, put that in the comment section. Who was the last nigga that come out the draft and have their signature shoe on their feet? I want to know.
If you will, when it comes to
have to look that up,
sneakers.
actually.
If you don't know the story, feel free to check it out.
Maybe
with the video
LaMelo
on your
Ball.
screen and in the description after this one.
Maybe.
Anyway, while
I don't know.
Dybantsa was
I don't know
among
if
the
that was
first
his
high
first
school
year.
athletes to sign an
might have
NIL
been
deal with
second.
Nike, Darryn Peterson was the first high school athlete to sign an NIL deal with Adidas
Damn.
and did so fresh into his junior year at just 16 years old.
Back into it.
You want to talk about they've been rocking with you since day one? Look no further than DP and Adidas. It
Yeah.
means a lot, Peterson said,
16?
for Adidas to choose me out of all the high school basketball players in the world. For them to take a chance on me is a big deal. It's an honor and a blessing. Adidas had
Fact.
good reason to go after Peterson. The 6'5 guard out of Canton, Ohio, was a consensus
Oh, he from
5-star
Canton,
recruit in
Ohio?
his class and played in the three-stripe select AAU circuit.
Let me
the
find
Brothers had a
out.
long history of recruiting young
That's the next
talent,
Bron.
dating back to their ABCD camps of the 90s and 2000s, where they successfully signed the
Oh,
likes
that
of
was
Kobe
at
Bryant,
Adidas?
Tracy McGrady, and Jermaine O'Neal before the world knew their names. In the same vein, Peterson was a great get at the high school level about 20 years later,
up.
and he continued to rep the brand in his 1 year at Kansas, an
I need to
Adidas
get me a
school.
Scully
Of course,
like that.
the brand hooked him up with rare PEs and even had him debut a never-before-seen 3D printed sneaker,
What the
now
fuck is
known
those?
as the BB.01, which retails for $250 on
That's
July
damn near your
14,
shoe at that point.
2026. Right after Utah selected Peterson second.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm claiming those. If I'm Darryn Peterson, I'm claiming those as my own shoe, bro. I debuted them, and nobody else is claiming these, bro. These are damn near my shoes, bro. I didn't. You know the only thing about Adidas, I didn't like how they did my boy Brandon Ingram. I feel like Brandon Ingram should have got at least a PE or a shoe or something, bro. Just give him one, bro. Brandon Ingram needed just one, bro. I needed some Brandon Ingrams on my feet. That's all I needed, Adidas. I
Overall, in
wanted
the
some Brandon
2026
Ingrams on
NBA
my
draft,
feet,
he
man.
made a professional commitment to Adidas, signing a massive long-term deal to headline the next
I know
generation
some
of the
people be
brand.
like,
And while
"Nigga,
exact financial
Brandon
terms
Ingram?"
were not disclosed, DePaula
just don't
reports
know,
that the
bro.
total value places Peterson's contract
Don't know.
in the top 5 richest rookie shoe deals in league history, which normally is a tier that only surefire generational
That is kinda
talents
crazy,
reach. To put that into
Who the fuck
context,
got the
that group
richest?
includes notable names like LeBron James,
True.
Kevin Durant, Zion Williamson.
Zion. Oh. Zion, you had the world in your motherfucking greasy ass BBL favorite hands, man. Oh. You went to Jordan too. You could have had, bro. The way them Tatums look is potential, bro. This is not back in the day with CP, Chris Paul shoes and Carmelo shits. Well, I ain't gonna lie. Carmelo has some nice ones. We ain't gonna do that. But, you know, it ain't back to Team Jordan, bro. They actually tried. They be trying.
And Anthony Edwards. So again, think of a big number with a lot of zeros,
had it,
and
son.
the contract is likely somewhere in that ballpark. I'm grateful for the belief and trust that
I didn't
Adidas
know,
has in me.
Anthony
Peterson
Edwards had
said they were
the
the
height, though.
first to
That's kinda
commit to
crazy,
me and showed how much they still believe in me with
Which
this
makes
new
sense.
deal. I am a loyal
But
person
back in the day, he
and I'm
got
excited to
like
stay
Adidas.
in the Adidas family. So now that we're aware of both the capital and marketing that each brand is putting behind their guy, who has the
lot.
early advantage in this sneaker rivalry and who will come out on top? Well,
LeBron
as much as
Jamal.
Adidas is on the rise again, thanks in large part to Anthony Edwards'
Yeah, he's killing it right
AE1,
now.
the 2024 Sneaker of the Year, Nike still is perceived as
Mm-hmm.
king in the basketball market simply because of their legendary signature roster. Look,
Yeah.
when AJ Dybantsa can rotate
can't
from
beat
a
the
rare pair
cachet
of
that
book ones in
Nike
the
got.
EYBL
I'm sorry.
circuit to the rare Statue of Liberty Kobe 6 Jalen Brunson PE a year later at BYU, along with already having his own logo
They just
before
keep
even
building
making it to
cachet.
the league, it's hard to argue that he doesn't have a head start. Nike
He
also
do.
rolled out this ad for Dybantsa after he was selected #1 overall in the draft.
Chasing the best competition again and again and again. Long before the rankings, the attention, before any of
This
that.
should remind me of a damn
It starts
NBA
with one
Live.
decision. Take the craft seriously.
The start of an NBA Live career.
And when the greats decide to do something truly monumental, they do it in DC.
Hey,
The wait is over.
But it's the Peterson contract that's going to raise eyebrows, even for those who may not be on sneaker watch every night. And
That's why I like to
that may
see
work in
Nike.
Adidas' favor. We've seen an ad for the Crazy Light featuring Peterson when he was a high school senior and
Hey.
Adidas legend Gilbert Arenas.
Gilbert.
That's crazy.
But ultimately, beyond what brands can
okay.
create, both from a product and marketing perspective,
Damn,
it's
my
up to
fucking
the
eyebrow.
players to combine both on-court excellence with off-court appeal in their own unique way, and that'll likely translate to sneaker and
I ain't
apparel
gonna lie,
sales.
AJ
So with
got
all
it
this
in.
considered, do you think that AJ Dybantsa
If that's the case, if it's the personal shit, AJ got it. It's over. He got the personality. Shout out to DP, but he only cares about basketball, and that's cool. See, that's the thing though. Adidas gotta identify that and just do what they did. Well, not them, but what New Balance did with Kawhi. That's literally all you have to do. Just kind of treat this nigga like Kawhi, cause he ain't. I don't see no clips of him talking and having fun, joking and shit like that. Do the Kawhi method.
Versus Darryn Peterson will be the next great rivalry in the league, and will Nike or Adidas end up winning this sneaker
having
battle?
good time.
I'll continue to follow the story, and we'll keep you all updated right here on
know.
Topic Tackle. And in the meantime, feel free to check out why
I'm watching
SGA
this. Hold
switched from
on.
Converse, where he was the creative director of their basketball department, to join the signature
man.
roster.
Let's